What if Jesus' true message was more than what we've always heard? For a long time, people have followed the four main Gospels, that is Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But long ago, there was another voice, a woman's voice that told a different story. This is the story of Mary Magdalene, and today we are bringing her voice back. The four Gospels were written many years after Jesus died, between 70 and 100 AD. Each Gospel shows a different side of Jesus. Matthew saw him as a Jewish Messiah. Mark showed his suffering. Luke said he was a savior for all. John focused on Jesus as God's son. This gospel became the foundation of Christianity. Other writings like the Gospel of Thomas, Philip, and Mary were also shared among early believers. Mary Magdalene wasn't just a background character. She stayed with Jesus when others ran away. She was the first to see him after he rose from the dead. Jesus even told her to go and tell the disciples, making her the apostle to the apostle. But later, she was wrongly called a former prostitute. That idea didn't come from the Bible. It came from a sermon hundreds of years later. The real Mary was a strong, faithful follower of Jesus. In 1896, a forgotten book was found in Egypt. It was called the Gospel of Mary, written in the Coptic language. Parts of it are missing, but what's left is powerful. In it, Jesus talks to Mary after his resurrection. He tells her that understanding God comes from inside, through the soul, not just rules. When we share this message, some male disciples don't believe her, but others support her. It shows how even in the early church, there were disagreements about women's role. As Christianity grew, church leaders wanted everyone to believe the same thing. They chose which books were official and called others false or dangerous. The Gospel of Mary didn't make the cut. Why? Because it had ideas that went against church leadership. It said knowing God comes from inside. It gave a woman spiritual authority. It didn't even follow the growing male-led structure of the church. So, Mary's story was hidden. Mary's gospel is linked to something called Gnosticism, a type of early Christianity. Gnostics believed everyone has a divine spark inside. They said salvation doesn't come from obeying rules, but from learning spiritual truths called gnosis, or knowledge. Mary's gospel fits this view. It's more spiritual and inward focused than other gospels. But the church later rejected Gnosticism and called it heresy. When the Gospel of Mary was found in the Berlin Codex, it shocked the world. Was it real? Was it true? Could it change what we thought we knew? Experts still don't fully agree, but the discovery proved that early Christians had more diverse beliefs than we thought. Today, many Christian women see Mary's gospel as a sign of hope. It shows that women were spiritual leaders from the very beginning. Mary speaks with wisdom, courage, and deep spiritual insight. Jesus listens to her, he trusts her, and he affirms her. This message is giving women a stronger voice in the church today. Mary Magdalene has become popular again in books, movies, and art. Some stories are dramatic or fictional, but they show that people want to hear voices that were once silenced. Her story makes people think, what else have we missed? The Gospel of Mary may not be in the Bible, but its message is still powerful. It reminds us three things. Number one, the early Christianity was full of different ideas. Number two, it reminds us that women had an important role from the start. Number three, it reminds us that faith can come within, not just from leaders. By hearing Mary's voice, we remember the many voices that helped shape our faith. What do you think about the Gospel of Mary? Could her story change how we see the past? Tell us in the comment section, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell for more deep stories about faith and history.